Oh, hey guys. Just a couple thoughts. At the beginning of every year, um, people talk about, can I be a developer in such and such year? Well, excuse me for the sounds. I'm actually standing outside, not trying to not trying to talk so loud, so that my neighbors don't think I'm a little crazy talking into my phone. But they said that people ask themselves, can they be a developer? And the short answer is yes. Can you be a developer in 2019? Yes, you can. But I think that it's not going to be, maybe not necessarily the way that you think. Um, I think that the best way in order to become a developer, honestly, is to go against the grain just a little bit. While most of the people out here are raving over React and Vue and Node, um, and most of them are trying to skill up in order to get those jobs. All of that press is actually leaving money on the table for other positions. Now, people they spit on languages, they trash languages like PHP, but that's actually a good thing because what you can do as a new developer is pick up the languages like PHP and go for those type of jobs, because especially in your area, if people are mostly going toward the Java jobs, going toward the JavaScript and React jobs, and are leaving and not you going to the PHP jobs, that means that those PHP jobs will actually pay more because they're the ones that are actually in short supply. So when you need and you're just starting out, when you need a job and you're just starting out in the industry, don't knock things like PHP and CMSs like WordPress and Drupal. They could actually be um, the way that you need to get into the industry. I actually had got offered two PHP jobs. One was actually a PHP developer. That fell through a bit, but the other one was supposed to be a Drupal developer, which is done in PHP. Actually, come to find out that it's more of a front end role. But but to be honest, you also have to really realize that in the industry, when you apply for certain jobs, especially from recruiters, that they aren't always the jobs that you'll be applying for. My last three jobs I've actually applied to. One was supposed to be a JavaScript developer, and it wound up being an ActionScript developer. Another one was supposed to be a UI UX developer, and it wound up being a just a regular front end developer. And then this one that I've applied to was supposed to be more PHP, but was more front end focused. So, I mean, you kind of never know. So don't be scared to apply for certain jobs in the industry. Just kind of go for it. But also don't overlook the jobs that other people are saying that aren't trendy. Those PHP and even some Ruby, you could actually get away with. And to think about it, Joe from Coding Phase, he would tell us that you don't have to be a PHP developer forever. You don't have to be a Ruby developer forever. Once you get the job, once you get the stamp that you are a developer, you can then kind of go off and do what you want. You go on your own free time, you pick up React, you pick up Vue, you pick up Node, and you pick up these other languages that you really want to learn. You create side hustles, side businesses in order to generate income. And then since you have that stamp of approval, people will actually start to come out and look for you. So just to reiterate, and just to get some of you guys thinking, um, don't don't look down on certain positions and certain languages just because they're not industry standard. Because the thing is that most of the time, those jobs that you're looking for, they're just looking to see that somebody else stamped you and said that, okay, you are good enough to be a developer. And the thing is that you, no matter what job you get, you can work on your own time. So if you become, let's say you do work really hard to become a React developer, you can then learn Vue on your own time. I mean, I do the 365 coding phase challenge, and I do a few different type of technologies, and I post it up on social media. I post it up on LinkedIn, PHP, mostly PHP, and React and JavaScript stuff. I did some Python. I've done some Go and some Ruby, but mostly PHP and React work. And the thing is, especially when you start posting that type of stuff on LinkedIn, is that recruiters will start to reach out to you. So if you're having an issue, I guess here's a gem for you. If you're actually having an issue with recruiters reaching out to you, start developing your profile on LinkedIn and on Facebook. Start posting different code projects every single day until whenever they search your name, that's all that comes up. So I guess what you can take away from this is, number one, don't look down on technologies just because they're not trendy, because it's the trendy ones that are becoming overwhelmed with people, and you could walk up in there and actually get the PHP money. You could learn PHP so well, and they wind up being the ones to offer you that 70, 80K right off the bat, because PHP developers or Ruby developers are in short supply. Second, start to post your learning on social media, whether even if you have a blog, or you have, let's say you have a blog or anything like that. Start posting it on social media. Let them know who you are, because maybe the reason why you don't get callbacks is because they don't know who you are. In today's world, when you apply for a job, they type your name into the search engine, and they try to figure out who you are. And if all you have is what you've done on vacation, some fight that you've got into, even if it's just with, even with family stuff, which is cool. But if they don't know that you are a developer, that you're in the community, then you have less of a chance of becoming a developer in 2019 or 2020 for that matter. So you can go out, learn HTML, CSS, JavaScript, learn the languages that might not be so mainstream. Start programming. When you start looking, start putting your programming knowledge on the internet, and start searching in the area on what technologies are the best in your area that they may be looking for. Always to keep that in the forefront of your mind. All right. Thanks, guys. I'm going to run in before my neighbors think I'm crazy. Have a good one.